What's up everyone and welcome to the club. We're getting ready for the Halloween season, so today we're going to be drawing a zombie shark. Let's get started on the right side of our page with the top edge of the head. So we're going to start out here, start with a curve going up and then down on the left side. Now we're going to add a tear on this side. So from the end we're going to taper in and we'll go back out. Let's do that one more time, going back in. Now we're going to do an overlap. We're going to come down inside this point, curve out, round out the back, and then down. Now let's move all the way back to the right side. From here we're going to curve down and over towards the left, towards the top of the mouth. Now let's draw on the top edge of the mouth. From here we're going to curve up and then down. Now we're going to curve down towards the corner of the mouth, coming down towards the bottom. Now we're going to do an overlap and draw on the bottom edge of the mouth. So we're going to step up, curve down, and then across. Now before we add any more detail to the mouth, let's move up and draw on the eye. So we're going to start up here, we're going to curve the brow, coming across and then down. Now we're going to curl up the brow, going up towards the top. Now let's tuck the eye in underneath the brow. So it's like a half circle. From the end, we're going to step in, curve around, and then up towards the inside of the brow. Now we're going to fold the eyelid down. Starting back at the top, draw a slightly larger half circle, going all the way around and then back up. Let's add a wrinkle along the lower edge of the eye. Starting on the left side, we're just going to draw a curve, coming around. Now from the front, I'm just going to taper down and then across. Let's add the nostril over on the right side. Starting out here, curve across. We're going to round out the end of the nostril and then tuck that in underneath. Let's fill that area in black. Now let's go in and add in the teeth. We're going to start with the gum line first. Starting from the corner of the mouth, we're going to curve down and then in. Now we're going to start to add some sockets for the teeth. We're going to curve up and then down. We're going to curve down and across. We'll add another socket. We're going to go a little bit bigger this time. Draw a shorter curve coming down and up. Add another socket. Curve down and across again. We'll add one more, going up and then down. I'm just going to pull this up in behind the mouth. Now let's add in the teeth. We're going to take these 2 points, come down, almost like drawing a V towards the center point. We'll do the same thing to each of the sockets. Now we're going to tuck a few more teeth inside the gum. So up in here, we're going to draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to tuck a V in behind that curve, coming down and then up. Let's add another one up here. Start with a smaller curve and then we'll tuck in a V. Let's add one more tooth on the end. We're just going to point this out, come down, and then up. Add one more on the end here. Come down, and then tuck that up. Now let's draw on the tongue. Starting from the side of the mouth, we curve across, and then down. And move back up, and draw another curve, going out. And we'll pull this down towards the bottom of the mouth. Let's add in the bottom row of teeth. Starting from the left side, we're going to do an upside down V, leave a space, and we'll continue this all the way across towards the front of the mouth. Now let's draw on the back of the mouth. Starting at the very top, come down, and then bend this over in behind the tongue. Now we're going to go back up towards the top. We're going to curve in the opposite direction, curving out and then down. Let's fill this inside area in black. Let's add some more teeth along the back. Starting up here, I'm going to draw an upside down V, draw a couple more. I'm going to add a little bit of stringy saliva in the back here. So we start from the very top, curve in, and then down. Go back to the top. We're going to curve in the opposite direction. Curving in and then back out. Now let's draw on the bottom of the chin. Starting out here, curve down and then across. Now we're going to add some blood stains around the mouth. So let's start up here and draw a curve going up and then down. We'll round this out, go back up. Now it's going to work our way over towards the front of the head with this wave. Coming down, do a couple smaller ones. Go a bit bigger, down, up, and then we'll just go out towards the side of the head. Let's do the same thing along the bottom. So start in the corner of the mouth, out and in. We'll round this out, come down. We're gonna have a little drip mark. Go back up, come across, and then back down towards the bottom of the chin. Let's add a couple splatter marks around the face. Start with a circle on the inside, go a little bit bigger and smaller, and a couple more along the bottom. Let's move back up and finish off this tear along the top of the head. So right here, we're just going to curve across and then down. Now we're going to do an overlap. We're going to step up, curve out, go in, taper this back out. Now I'm just going to pull this up towards the top of the head. I'm going to add a couple stitches along this line. So intersecting that with a couple short lines. Let's add some gills along the side. Starting up here, curve across and then in. Now we're going to do an overlap. Stepping in, curve out, and then tucking that in behind. Let's move down and draw another one. Starting from the outside, curve across and then in. And then we're going to do that same thing. Step in, curve down, and then up. Draw one more. Let's add some stitches along the ends. Starting from the top, we got two lines going across, and one along the bottom, a couple on the outside, and a few more along the bottom. Now we move up and draw on the large fin. Starting up here, curve up, and then over towards the left. Now we want to tear up the back side of the fin. So starting up here, start with a curve coming in, and then down. Now I'm going to do that same tear. Go up, and come down, and then go up. Now I'm going to work our way down towards the bottom. Curve around. I'm just going to curl this back up. Taper that down, go up. Now I'm just going to curve this down towards the back. Now we want to show the inside of the fin. Starting from this tip, we're just going to taper this up with a short line, going up in behind that curve. Go to the inside, draw that same thing. Now let's go to the bottom and do the same thing in the opposite direction. Just tucking that in, going towards the inside and curling that around. Now let's add some blood spilling out of this tear. Starting up here, curve in and then out. Round this out, go back up, come back down, we'll round this out and then go in behind the fin. Let's add a few splash marks, circle at the bottom, and then a slightly larger one along the top. Now let's add the fin over on the left side. We're going to overlap it on top of the body. So step in, curve out, and then down. Now we're going to pull this back up in the opposite direction, but we're going to add a tear here. Going up and in. We're going to add a bite mark. We draw a curve, a small one right beside it, and then a larger one. And we'll continue that curve going up in towards the body. Now we want to continue the curve of the body in behind this fin. Starting down here, and curve down. Now let's open up the rib cage. Curve this up, and then curve that down. We're going to work our way across towards the front with these shorter curves. And across. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Come down and in, and then go up. Now we're going to work our way down towards the bottom of this opening. Starting up here, we're going to curve down and over towards the right. Now let's draw on the bottom. Curve up, and down, a little bit higher, down again. We'll do a small one at the end, going up. Now from here, this is going to curve across towards the tail. So start out here, curve down, and then up towards the base of the tail. Now we're going to have some of the organs spilling out along the side. So starting at the very top, curve down, and then up. We're going to do an overlap, stepping back, curve down and across. Again, stepping back, curve all the way down towards the bottom. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Stepping up, we'll curve over that line and then down. And now we're going to draw on the rib cage. Starting from the very top, we curve down and then up. Step back, we'll draw in the second row of ribs, coming across and up. Come back, do that again, and we'll tuck that in behind. Let's draw on some more blood. Starting beside the ribs, curve down and up. We'll round this out, come in, and then back out. Round this out, go up, and then in behind the ribs. Let's add some blood splatter. Add a circle on the top, side, and a couple more along the bottom. Let's go back up towards the chin and draw on the outside of the body going towards the tail. So the body's going to get narrower as you come up towards the base of the tail. And then we're going to draw on the right fin. Starting in behind the chin, curve out and then down. And then we'll curve across and then up in behind the body. Now let's add in the tail. Starting from the top, go up, and then we're going to bend that out towards the right. Now we just want to taper this back in, but we're going to add a bite mark out here. Curving down and in. Then we're going to add a series of curves. Curving in and out, a small one, and then we'll draw a slightly larger one. Let's add a notch in here. Angle down and in, and then back out. Let's curve the bottom of the tail, and come down, and then out. Now we want to connect the base of the tail to this tip with a curve. Come down, and then out. Let's add some stitches across the body. Starting from the top, curve across, and then back out. And we'll add some stitch lines across this curve, just randomly placed. Now the last thing we do is add that center seam across the body. So start on the inside edge of this brow, curve up over the nostril, then out towards the tip of the head. Let's go to the left side of the eye, curve out, come down in behind the gill, curve down in between, and then along the bottom. And then at the bottom of the gill, we're just going to curve this down and then tuck this in behind the fin. Let's move back up towards the bottom of the chin. We're going to curve down and out towards the bottom base of the tail. Come down over the stitches, then bend that out. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's our zombie shark. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.